And almost immediately she began to hear faint fuzzy transmission.
Hi everyone. I decided to do a spontaneous go live and paint kind of thing. I haven't done this in a while. I'm still kind of just very casual today, so don't mind me. And here's my concept art of Luke Skywalker. I know I didn't announce this and I didn't even announce it on Twitter, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Let's see here, how can I do this?
The rays began a slow sweep, bringing them around toward deep space again.
Still kind of just very.
Control indicates enemy force is fleeing. Stay in formation. We are chasing them all the way. Like panthers to the hunters. Stay tight.
Laura frowned. The last transmission had not sounded right. Conan, can you plot the origins of the Imperial transmissions you've received so far? The display responded approximately. Put them up on my sensor board.
Now, I'm not expecting much viewers on here. Again, this is spontaneous, so hopefully you guys are jumping on and joining and just going to see what I am doing here. This is my concept art of Luke Skywalker and the iconic twin suns sunset scene in A New Hope, or Star Wars, classically known as Star Wars. And so I'm just going to start putting the white and the stars and all the specks in the galaxy here. I'm still debating if I'm going to have a little bit come in on this side here. Haven't decided yet. So these are the colors. Before I get started, because some people get curious on what I use and colors. So I am using two different types of red, the cadmium red light and brown pink. For this, especially for this right here, I still have to even out the suns, but I'm not worried about. This is the first layer. Oil paint, I paint in layers, let it dry. Sometimes I don't let it fully dry, so it doesn't matter. Hi. Thank you for joining. So oil, you can let it dry or have it semi-dry and keep on adding layers, and so that's what I'm doing. And so the two lighter colors I use is cool white. So I don't use a true white because white, there's never really a true white, and then a titanium buff. And I will go and make his robe more detailed and look like the Tatooine background, like the dunes or something. Hi, Abu Naz, how you doing? And here are some more colors. And I have three different style colors of blue that I've been mixing. I'm not using a deep, dark, like a black for the universe because there's so much different aspects of light in the universe depending on where you're at. So I'm using Patheo blue. And then some of the blues that I'm using to accent and mix and color is radiant blue and radiant turquoise. And a part of the dark is that I'm using to make dark scenes as well is contrast is asphalt. So it's really a dark brown black color. I don't really like to use too much like true black because when you look at color, especially as an artist, when you look at color, especially the color black or the color white, there is always an aspect of an undertone or a reflective color underneath that. I try to do that dynamic. And then the yellows I'm using is Indian yellow and cadmium lemon. So two different aspects, a cool and a warm type of yellow. And then I do have radiant magenta as well that I've also blended in here and here for the sun and part of the pink in the sky. So let me see who's joining me. I probably won't be able to chat with you too much. I will, but I won't, if that makes sense, because I'm going to start adding on here. And I do have a little bit of a Star Wars audiobook, X-Wing book number 6 playing in the background. Hello there. Hail. Hello. Bruce Lombardo. Hello.
Two TIE fighters
I'm technically still in my union meeting. I turned off my mic and cam just to check you. Well, thank you for tuning in. It's the galaxy, not the hyperspace tunnel. I like them both. Yeah, so it's the galaxy. It's not hyperspace tunnel. I'm just doing I'm not doing the bright parts yet, like the bright center or the core yet or anything like that, or adding the stars. So I'm just doing one layer. Let's see here. Lord Vader, hello. Okay, OG Star, what is your least favorite in the original 6 Star Wars movies? Maybe Attack of the Clones, but I really love the PT, so that's really hard as well. So, Lily Woodward, how are you doing? All right, so I'm going to get to mixing. Yes, I was going to bring him on to today, and I had so much stuff going on that I forgot to update him that I was going to bring him on and give him some details about that. So I think I'm going to do a separate interview with him. So I got to reach out to him. My bad. I had technical difficulties with my laptop, and so I friggin' totally forgot because it just like totally threw me off. Totally threw me off. So I will bring him on and I will contact him. So thanks for letting me know, reminding me. Hi. And hey, how are you doing, darling? I'm glad to see you. All right. Jim Morty looks most impressive. Yes, and this is just one single layer. There's a lot of little corrections and stuff and layers I have to add. Again, the robe's going to look like the desert sand of Tatooine. So it's going to has a little bit more details in there. We have the sunset SM through him. And we know that in the iconic scene that he's gazing off into the twin suns, and he knows there's something greater out there for him. And so this is the concept. So he is the twin suns, Tatooine gazing out onto the galaxy. He is the huge influence of the galaxy, the one that brings back the Jedi and, the guardians of the galaxy. So he is the hope of the galaxy. Let's see here. We'll listen in doing vehicle maintenance for the job site. Well, thank you so much. Attack of the Clones is because OG Star Wars doesn't like sand. And I like Attack of the Clones. I really, really do. So it's really hard to say which is my least favorite, really. Let me see. Don't forget to congratulate him for Hyperspace Tunnel. He nailed it. Yes, he did. And I friggin' like that. So if I don't interview him on Coffee Chat here soon, then I will do an individual interview. So I got to reach out to him, and my apologies. And thanks for reminding me. The prequels gave us the glorious prequel memes. On top of that, not only because of that, but in real true respect, I really love the PT for the lore, the continued lore, and how the continuity was kept with it. And I mean, I can go on for days for it, but I'm not on this live stream to do that. Looks real nice. All right, so let's go ahead and get into that. So here's my color palette. This is what it looks like. It's on plexiglass. I prefer this because then I can take a glass scraper and clean it off. So here are the brushes, and I prefer Princeton's Velvet Touch, and so these are the brushes I'm using right now. They got some fine tips because I'm working on the galaxy part, and my Gamsel mineral spirits to clean the brushes. So again, I don't know if you can hear. Let's see what happened here. The prequel gave us the glorious prequel memes. Looks really nice. Thank you. Damn right, Lord Vader, do it. Yeah, and they're fun. They're classic, I think. Despite that, the memes are funny, and yeah, I just like them too. But so there we go. All right, so I'm gonna mix this cool white with the blue a little bit to get the color I need for the center of the. I would say the Earth, the universe.
Good job noticing that backup squad.
So
nice shot. How'd you manage it with your lasers?
I hope you guys liked the coffee chat today. we are focusing on some comics because we can bring them on to the screen and stuff, and I think that's brilliant, and it gives us other lore to explore within that time frame of the comics. So, and then it also gives me a chance to really dive into the comics because I was never a big comic reader growing up. So you're watching me nerd out on comics at my age, and I think it's glorious, and I hope you guys do too. So
they found that the other members of the squadron had not been idle. On his own initiative, Kel Tainer had plotted and led 2 missions, all because of Grumman.
So since we're talking prequels, you guys, what is your favorite prequel and prequel scene? Share in the comments, and comments, and I will check it out here pretty quick. Let me know. Let me know. I'm usually not sitting when I paint. But if I stand, all you'll see is my backside, which probably people don't care, and all that. So, but I'm not having that. I'm going to switch brushes. Oh, wait, I got to outline. Let me see here. Latino Slat, what a great stream. OG is back. Yes, I am so glad that I got my issue taken care of and that I am back in action. You guys will get some lore videos, I promise. It was a very off week, but I promise you guys we will get some lore videos in here soon. I have some lined up for you guys. I'm going to go ahead and turn off this right now. There we go. So I will have that for you. Talking about Dark Forces, Rogue One. And if you have talked to me about Dark Forces versus Rogue One, you know my stance on that. Talk to Abu Nas about that. I've had a few little... I had to talk with reason with him about Rogue One only being liked because it's a copy of Dark Forces. It has that familiarity. And then we can say that same argument with The Force Awakens because it's a rehash of A New Hope. So, yeah. Darth Plagueis was the Dark Lord of the Sith. There was a lot of Dark Lords of the Sith in the lore. I need to make this a little bit more wider. I am getting really close up to Luke's face, and so I'm making sure I'm not going over and covering up, but then I can always correct mistakes. That's what I love about oil painting is it doesn't dry quick, so I'm able to correct mistakes as I go. So, and then I can add layers as well. At Albuna, salute to you. Let's see here. Yeah. So again, what are your favorite prequel trilogy scenes? And then we'll go into OT. Then we'll go into the EU. Okay. Let me blend that out. Now this is a painting stream, so it's kind of different than the normal streams. So thank you guys for hopping in. I think I need to let this kind of blur over a little bit. I hardly do any painting live streams to chat with you guys in general, so I'm glad you guys are here. Right now I'm softening out the edges because we know the core is, we have the bright center of the core, and then as the light expands out, it softens up. So, and that goes with stars as well, and light as well. So it's a little bit of lesson here. Let's see what you guys have to say. The opening for episode 3 was awesome to see the big on big screen. I agree. Oh crap! I already have a mess going on right here. Very fun, Laura. Hi, Vanessa. Thank you for coming to my channel. Thank you very much. I do have 11 of you guys here, so please hit the like button and share on Twitter to let everybody know I am live. Jedi Bunny, hi. Oh my God, it's so beautiful. That's my favorite scene visually, and you're doing such a beautiful job. Yes, I'm doing a concept art of it. We know that he gazes out to the galaxy because he knows that there's something bigger for them out there, and we know what that is. The opera scene, hands down, the best scene in all of the 6 movies, yes. And I said that, fight me. That lends a lot of like lore right there, especially if you know Darth Plagueis. The scene where Anakin is talking to Padme on the veranda, where he says, you know, I hate Sam kind of deal, that little corny pickup line. How are we all? Hi, Orange Hat. We are doing well. And how are you? And I asked everybody what's their favorite scene or like their favorite movie and favorite scene from the PT. Go ahead and share that with us. I am painting a concept art of the Luke Skywalker twin sun sunset scene. And I'm working on the universe part. So I'm working on the core area of the universe. And I'm going to add stars, like little speckles of stars and stuff. And on here, I don't know exactly what I'm going to do just yet, but that will come to me. Revenge of the Sith was my favorite for me from the prequels. Cool. Man, it's friggin' hot in here. I'm gonna go turn on my fan. Hold on, you guys. Doing good, Orange Hat. All right, I'll be right back. I'm gonna turn on my fan. It's friggin' hot in here. All right. Okay, we'll work on that more. Add more light to the center. All right, so if you guys shared with me already and I missed some of your guys' comments about it, I'm sorry. Now let's go into the OT. I think you guys may know my favorite. It's with the prequel trilogy, it is Revenge of the Sith. For the OT, it is Return of the Jedi. So in the prequel trilogy, in the OT, what is your favorite movie and or your favorite scene? If you have multiple like favorite scenes, go ahead and share that as well. So I'll probably be adding more than just 2 layers. So this second layer I'm adding, I are doing corrections, adding more. And the third layer or the fourth layer will be the final little details that are added. And then it should be done. And what will happen is I will have the original and copies for sale as well. So hopefully, you know, this is basically my concept art of Luke Skywalker in the twin sun sunset scene. Ooh, Riff, thank you. I have a new member. Thank you so much. And then if you become a member, there are perks. I'm trying to be creative with them. So right now they're very minimum, you know, shout outs. Then when I make lore videos and stuff, members will see that first, especially Jedi Knights and above. Sometimes I'll open up for Padawans. And then I haven't really coordinated my live streams to like my coffee chat to be seen by members first. Like I have like 15-20 minutes of just talking with the members first before I go live. I haven't been able to coordinate that yet. So then I have some fun emojis. I will add like a coffee cup and stuff to that as well. So thank you for becoming a member, and check out the emojis that I have. They're fun. We have the Gonk Droid. We have Delicious Crumb. We have Jaina and Darth Caedus. We have Obi-Wan Kenobi and R2-D2. So really, really fun. Really, really fun. So I do this for you guys. You guys are the reason why my channel is a success. And so I want to make it fun for you guys. And and I eventually want to add like little things to like sending you a copy of a postcard that's just that has my artwork on it as thank you and all that stuff. So those little perks I'm developing as well. So thank you so much. So I'm gonna let that dry here, and I'm gonna go to making stars. This is gonna be fun. A lot of detail going on. All right, Orange Hat review. Revenge of the Sith is my favorite PT movie. Yoda versus Sidious is my favorite scene, but I prefer the novel because the novel scenes where Palps seduces Anakin in the office is absolute favorite. Yes, the novel. Yes. In the PT, my order of my like to least like favorite is The Revenge of the Sith, The Phantom Menace, and Attack of the Clones. So let me see here. Awesome. Thank you. I also was thinking of separating and making a separate channel for my painting, but then I think I'm going to keep it on here and have the folder. So all the painting videos that I do for here will be in its separate folder. And you guys could check them out, especially since I paint, not only, other art concepts like floral and Native American art, but I also do like pop culture, like Star Wars, as you see right here. The OT is still Empire. The OT is still Empire. The best scene is Luke going into the cave. So much going on. Very nice. I have a question for you, OG. Can you name all of the regions of the galaxy? Not very well. Not very well. So we have the core. We have the outer rim. I'm not going to try to do it right now. I've never fully studied the galaxy to say every single portion or the core or the galaxy. Luke starring at the twin sunset scene is in A New Hope. Yes, that's very iconic. There's so much emotion going on in there as well. OT, I love Jedi, but my favorite part of the Jedi was speeder bike chase and Ewok Village. Al Carrie Fisher in that outfit really struck me when I was like 3 at OG Star Wars. Awesome. My favorite OT movie is Return of the Jedi. And when Luke first sees his father as Force Ghost with Obi-Wan and Yoda. Yeah. Let's see here. I got to go. Take care, everybody. Take care, OG Star Wars. Well, thank you for dropping in. I appreciate it, you guys. Thank you so much. This is very spontaneous. And so coming in and hanging out with me while I paint, I appreciate that very much. All right. Let's see here. I need a different brush. Where is the one I'm looking for? I'll use this. All right. Let's see here. I should have got a cotton ball to get that taken care of. So I will use this instead. Okay. So what I'm doing is blurring out some of this white on here because the light isn't just one solid ball. There is, and some of them are too big, but that's okay because there's different aspects of that. So when the light reflects, when the star shines, or, or whatever you want to call it, it's not just white. And it's just not a solid color. There is, like I said, there's a soft edges to it. And so that's what I'm adding is the soft edges first to give it the illusion of the galaxy. You have good taste, OG Star Wars. Thank you. Deep core, core worlds, mid rim, outer rim, hut space, unknown regions. We also have the Hapes Consortium. And what else? Outer wild space. Yeah. Let's see here. Okay. And I'm not just taking it and flinging light on there like how you see, like, graffiti art when it comes to stars. I like to really get in there and do some details on that as well. but I'm not liking this brush either. I get very picky. Very, very picky with my brushes sometimes. I already have that one. I don't know why I bought it twice. Oh, well. Here we go. Okay. Revenge of the Sith, my favorite scene in the Mustafar fight. OT, The Return of Jedi, my favorite scene is a cheat, but it's basically everything revolving around Luke, Vader, Palpatine. Yeah, I like that too. Let's see here. What's going on? All right, thanks for dropping in, Albanos. I see that you are exiting. Thanks for coming by. I have to go, but I love that you're doing this. It's so beautiful. Please keep doing these. The Force is with you. Thank you, Jedi Bunny, for stopping in. I appreciate it. And I love you and your picture of your kitty. Oh, cats are so fun. Even when they get very stuck up, they are fun. Let me see here. May the Force be with you, Albanos. Yes. All right. Let's see here. See if I can do this right. And sometimes the glow is not even pure white either. So I'll be adding a little bit of, sometimes these just fray out so bad that it's not giving me what I want, but that's okay. I can make corrections. And it's not about being perfect either, because we know that the galaxy glows as well, and has many little aspects of stars, light reflecting, including, like blue light, like an orange tint, because light isn't just purely white again. And see, I'm not even using white here. This is that, it is the radiant blue, but it looks white against the color. And that's the illusion of the contrast of color on color. And if you go into the Sator world, you have the eternal space where the worlds from the Ether Empire was from. Yeah, exactly. There's so much different aspects. And depending on, like you said, the era, our timeline within the history of Star Wars will determine, what is what within the different realms of the galaxy. And I really, really like that, because you see evolution. You see the evolution, and it's a friggin' amazing. It is amazing. Let's see here. Okay, so we're going to talk a little bit about Disney's Star Wars. Did you guys see that Pedro Pascal is rumored to have left The Mandalorian? We'll just go into a little bit of news, since I didn't add that because we were concentrating on just strictly EU lore. So did you guys see that? I'm going to grab something real quick. Where is my atlas? Oh, here it is. I have this. I love this so much. I recommend you guys get it. All right. Let's see here. What do you guys think about that bit of news? Because it's a rumored news. It's rumored, and we have yet to find out, and nothing's going to be being said, because there's that NDA that he's probably abiding by, so he's not going to bring any negative news to to the show right now. So, go ahead and expand on it a little more and just share with me what you think. Move these paints out of the way. There we go. And I'm also drinking Jamba Juice. It is a berry workout protein type drink, because I need it, and I'll probably be doing yoga after this. When I read the story, it sounds like Pedro has a bit of an ego. Yeah. Yep. It has me worried about the second season. Yeah, the shame, but he barely was in the armor to begin with. Yes, that's it. That's the exact same thing. And that's what he was pointing out, is that he's barely in it. There was a lot more stunt double activity than him being in it as the actual actor. And so I get his frustration. I really, really do. I get the frustration of it all. So we'll see what happens. We'll see if it's true. And Gina Carano not saying anything too, but it's not her place to say anything anyways. So we'll see how that evolves from there. So I'm adding just little speckles and kind of blurring them out because we don't see true definitions of stars. We look at the galaxy as a whole. We do see like blur specks, hinting on systems and stuff, and all that. So I'm trying to remain as true as I can with my own interpretation, because this is what this art is about. It's your interpretation of it. And of course, this is concept art. So I'm doing my own interpretation. I can easily use the brush, but I like using this because it's helping me dab and like maybe smear and stuff, and keeping me from using other brushes so I don't have much to clean. So there we go. Gina should play Darth Talon. You think so? I think Darth Talon to me, and I'm not going against Gina Carano's shape. She's a beautiful shaped woman and stuff, but I think Darth Talon is much leaner and taller when I see her. But I get it because she's very in shape and she's very muscular and stuff. I get what you're saying. Exactly. He wasn't even, and that's the thing. Pedro wasn't even fully suit or wasn't even in suit for the entire season or episode 4. So why can't they just have his stunt doubles continue to stand while he does the voiceover? I don't know what their little concept behind that is and why Pedro is not doing it. Not everybody can be their own stunt double, and I understand that. So I have no idea why they did the approach the way they did. Maybe we'll find out later. Maybe it is just a rumor and that's all. Because of what we got with the sequel trilogies, we are right now programmed to expect conflict within the company and within the actors and within the IP right now. And it's kind of sad to say that. So, and it seems like there can't be any production without any conflicts, because even Solo, had its own conflict as well. Rogue One as well. Every single one had some sort of conflict with either keeping the director, actors, or whatever. So it's kind of sad to put, when you think about it. So when has there not been conflict within Disney, Lucasfilm? That's the question. When has there not been conflict? Gina is too ripped to play Darth Talon. Darth Talon is more thin or lithe than her figure. Yes, exactly. Maybe Gina. Yeah. Okay, so this is who I think Gina would make a perfect character for, but this goes into Legends. Mirta Give, Boba Fett's granddaughter. Maybe his wife or his daughter, but I think she fits Mirta Give's profile more so than in the other two. And I think that would be amazing to see her. That's just what I think. I think still Steele Sean would be good for her. Probably. Yeah. What I heard from some people is that Disney don't know what they're doing. Yeah, I think that's the huge consensus, a part of that. And it's a shame. The Last Jedi was the only Disney Star Wars movie that didn't have any production issues. Maybe. We did see Mark Hamill come out with some stuff. So I would say that there was still issues or controversies behind that. let's see here. I do need a certain color. Where are you? Okay, I'm going to add some more because my Patheo blue is all used up. So I'm going to add some Patheo blue to my palette. If you guys have any art questions for me as well, go ahead. If you know, so I'm here, I will try to answer accordingly and look up at the comments as much as I can. Okay. So you guys can barely see on the screen what I'm doing here. You can see the little lights from the universe or the galaxy I'm adding to create more depth into. And interesting, I love seeing galaxies in art. I studied the golden ratio and the spiraling effect that we see throughout creation and stuff. And we see that with galaxies in flowers, all of that. So I really think it's interesting, this concept or this aspect of art. Oh, there we go. Let's see here. Soul Assassin wouldn't have this problem if Filoni didn't rewrite the Mando story that never removed the helmets. Yeah, that's the thing is that, and I know people say, oh, there's different plans, there's different this and stuff. But when you really look into the Mandalorian culture, you know, there's the Rizal Nari or something like that. That's their code and stuff. And yes, there's different clans that have some different like family structures to go by and stuff. But basically, there's that culture that they all are raised in that keeps them united and stuff as well. So that's a little bit odd. And I know I'm not the only one that disagrees with the keeping the helmet on. Mir to give would be a good choice for Gina. Yes, I agree. You agree with me? I agree with you. Production issues are more than just problems on set. It can be also include disagreements and arguments. Both Daisy and Mark were vocal about story decisions. Yes, exactly. What type of paint are you using? Oil or acrylic? Also, which blue paint is that? Hello, and thank you for coming in. I am using oil by Gamblin, and this is a company out of Oregon. And, you know, and the blue I'm using is Patheo blue and Radiant Turquoise. And this is an American oil paint production company. And so I support them, and their Gamblin, their mineral spirits is one of the safest paint thinners you can use, and it's also recommended for, you know, college studios and stuff, college classes and everything. So also Luke went against Ryan and C3 with the C3PO scene. Ryan told him to ignore C3PO. He wouldn't give him a shoot of him doing so. I know, I heard that too. Question, what do you use to clean the brushes? Use water from mine. Okay, so you're using oil or are you using acrylic? For, do I have it here? I think I left it in my kitchen. I think I did. All right, so I use Gamblin to clean the brushes, and then to fully clean them, I have used Dawn, but I also use this other specialty paints brush oil cleaner, and I forgot the name of it, but it's in a light tan container, and I might be able to pull that out in a little bit, so I'll show you. From Tom from Midnight's Edge has said multiple times that JJ wrote an outline for the movie, but Ryan threw it out the window. I don't agree with that, because they even admitted that they didn't have an idea which way they wanted to go with the story, and they admitted that, and so has JJ. Hi, how are you doing? Oh, look, I got paint on my hands already. Look at that. Ooh. All right. Yeah, the Rizzolnari, yes. And I spelt it wrong probably on Twitter, but the 6 tenets of being a Mando, I can't cite them off right now, though. Yes, and I can't either, but I'm very familiar with that. Ryan has no Johnson. I like that. That is funny. All right. So how many of you guys ever painted, or are you guys artist painters? And if you guys are artists, what mediums do you like to use, whether it's paints, whether it's ink, whether it's pencil or graphite, I guess you could say, or color pastels? Share with me. I'd like to know. How many fellow artists do I have out there? I am seriously going to have to go get a Q-tip. It's a lot easier. But I'm going to be stubborn. Let me see here. And then again, these are my favorite style brushes. I'm going to go ahead and use this to kind of soften out these stars. Don't want them this soft, so I'm going to have to go get a Q-tip. But I think I'm a bit successful on this. And of course, this is just layer 2. Details will be the last part of this painting to finalize the painting. I'm adding depth and character right now, corrections where needed. And then the final touches will be the last layer. So with oils, see, this is why I don't use these kind of brushes. With oils, again, like I said, they take time to dry, but they give you more time to add. So you don't have to worry about something drying right away. And then you could always go back and reblend and correct. Acrylics, not so much. There's a lot. You have to be more quick and on top of your game, I guess you can say. I much prefer oils than acrylic, but I have used acrylic in my paintings, and I like them as well. But oils are my favorite paint medium. And most of my images that I have hanging around in my studio that I'm in right now are from oil painting. So most. Let me see here. I have a few drawings, not of Star Wars, mostly pencil though. Cool. I like that. I would love to see your art. Let me see here. Who wants to bet orange hat reviews Mando armor would be orange? And the different color, when you look into the original lore, the different color of the Mando armor determines, like, you know, clan or status and stuff. I used to draw, that was a long time ago. That's cool. I like that. Let's see here. Oil painter used to do urban landscapes, portraits, and African-American themed projects. Awesome. I would love to see that. Mostly comic books, line art style, and use pencil, crayons, and alcohol markers for coloring, though my coloring is trash. And practice makes perfect. So the more you get time in to invest in your technique, no matter what medium you use, the easier or the better it gets. I began my art journey when I was very young. I from what I remember is when I could pick up a crayon, I was able to create art. I used to sit in front of PBS and watch Bob Ross and other art shows. And I used to get my paper and pencil or pens and stuff and color crayons and color pencils and go for it. I used art as a form of therapy for myself, going through hard times, also just for pleasure. So, I mean, art has always been a foundational structure in my life. I also, of course, you guys know I also dance, and that's a form of art. I have created arena football logo. So when arena football was very popular, there was a local contest for the local arena football in my area. They were looking for artists to create the logo, and I did it. And I won. They paid me $500 for it. And of course, I got the recognition and it gets to go on my resume. So I thought that was pretty cool. What is your favorite episode and least favorite of Mando? I didn't really watch much of it. And I planned on doing, I did do some reviews, but I didn't keep up on them. I kind of lost interest when they were putting Baby Yoda out there as nostalgia bait and stuff, and it started going more focused into Baby Yoda rather than Mandalorian kind of stuff. So, and I'm not a Baby Yoda fan. And again, I am not using white for this part here. I'm using that radiant blue one. And so it looks white here because I'm using up against darker aspects. We don't make mistakes. We just make happy little accidents. Yes, exactly. I think my poor lipstick's coming off now. I think a lot of people have been fooled by Baby Yoda and that they're oh, look how cute he is. Yeah, I'm not really a big fan of him. I am in the minority with that. So you didn't finish the whole season 1 of Mando? Nope, I did not. I missed, I think, the last 2. But I would include orange as orange armor symbolizing lust for life. There you go. So people, if you guys know Mandalorian culture, what does each color mean for the armor that we see Mandalorians wear? So I challenge you guys to post that right now. Let me know. I have an idea, but I want to see. So we're talking original lore. I want to play some music. I played some of the Audible that I'm listening to right now. I'm afraid I'll get kicked off because if I play music, then I'll get like copyrighted bull crap on my live stream, about my live stream. Let me see here. See how there's a lot more depth into the galaxy now that I'm adding these little the stars and stuff that we see within the galaxy. How it looks like it's glowing and there's a lot of movement because we know the galaxy rotates. So having depth will help give us an idea of how alive the galaxy is. And that's my best way to describe it because the galaxy is alive. It's thriving. It's the force, basically. So I guess this is working okay for not being the Q-tip that I want, but that's okay. Wow, that really looks good on screen. Okay, let's see here. I'm drawing while I'm watching. Awesome. I'm glad that you are just enjoying in this creative process. My favorite episode is episode 3 and at least favorite is 4. Okay, so go ahead and share, Lord Vader. Let me know. I watched 4 episodes and got bored. Yeah. It wasn't that my favorite scene though. that I remember watching or seeing is Baby Yoda get impounded. I'm sorry, I'm evil. I thought that was funny. All right, Baby Yoda is not going to age well in a few years. Nope. I'll be honest, I do not know. Laugh out loud. When you look at the Baby Yoda merch sales, people have really been fooled by him. Yeah, he does sell. There we go. Leave it to Orange Hat to be on top of that. Amazing. Go ahead and also, we know if you look at the universe and even at galaxies in the universe, there's also a lot of like gas and cloud, like gas formation and stuff like that within it, particles, all that. You know, it's just not just bright with stars within the galaxies and stuff. There's a lot of depth going on. And so I think that's pretty cool. And I'll probably blur this or soften the center of the galaxy a little bit more. And I get really picky about my stuff where I think, oh, well, I'm not done here, or I think I can add more there, or it's not looking the way I want it. And so sometimes I'll be stuck and obsessed with certain areas of a painting. And sometimes I just need to let go and let it be. Because sometimes if you add too much and you think that you're not done, sometimes adding too much can ruin a painting. Sometimes adding minimal stuff is actually good for a painting. But that's just my theory, my way of thinking. But in reality, a painting is never done because an artist can look at it and say, well, I can add some more. I can do this or I can do that. So painting is never done. Even when you see it completed, there's always a possibility that the artist may have thought, I can add more. I can do this, or I should have added this or whatever. The thing is about being satisfied with the product and ending it, even if you feel it's not done, and being satisfied with it, I guess you could say. Let's see here. Orange Hat, red is honor, correct. And honor and parent, yes. Black, justice. Orange, lust for life, yeah. Gray, mourning or loss. So we see the Mandalorian wear nothing but silver, kind of gray kind of thing. So mourning, lost, love. But we don't even know if they're keeping up with true Mandalorian culture that was developed in the original lore. Gold, vengeance. Blue, reliability. And white, a new start. Okay. They really need to explain how Baby Yoda can use the Force. Maybe he had parents and the parents of his species teach their kids to use from the get-go. We don't know. And who knows? We know there's other Force societies in the original lore. So who knows? Awesome. Thank you, Soul Assassin, as well. Let's see here. My favorite episode is the one with Bill Burr. Okay. Baby Yoda had it coming. From left to right, my favorite pass. Okay, 3876124. That's fair. Boats in Mandalorian season 2, they float now. Even fighting arenas with the ropes, I thought was kind of off-putting. It took me out of the lore. It took me out of the lore. I think that they should have did it differently. They could have used like some kind of force kind of way, not force like the Force, but like force field kind of way of creating the ring or whatever, like they're in a force bubble or a force field bubble and stuff so they can't escape. I don't know. That's just the top of my head. I think that was kind of out of place. That's why I didn't touch too much on when I did my Twitter review, but I think that they made it too much of our reality looking and less of Star Wars reality looking when it came to that kind of those judgment calls. Okay, let me go ahead and mix some paint. So I'm going to mix a little bit of this Patheo blue color, that is blue, with a little bit of that light radiant blue just to get a lighter version or a darker version of that blue I'm using for the light source. Okay. Let's see here. Awesome. All right. So you see it's a little bit darker. So I'm adding this a little bit to the outside to add a little bit of depth, kind of 3D, three-dimensional kind of thing when you're looking at the galaxy here. And then in the middle, I'll add a little bit more dark, close to the galaxy color, the darkest shade areas of stars as well. And I might not like that. Maybe I'll just do a little bit here and there just to kind of give a 3D effect of movement and color aspects. There we go. I don't know. I don't know if I like that. This Pateo color is a bitch, though. It has, it's highly pigmented. And so if you get it on stuff, sometimes it's hard to clean up. And yeah. So now it's time to clean that up a little bit so that when I blend the lighter colors, it won't be so bad. So I don't like that. So we'll change of plan. So let's see what you guys have to say. I think Baby Yoda needs to die, but you really think that's going to happen? I agree with you, and I've said that in my review or my Twitter review. The planets they're on possibly Kinkala. I know one is Ilum. One is Ilum. The ice planet they go to is most likely Ilum, and we see the construction or the dismantle of it to become the Starkiller base, because the Emperor takes over of Ilum, right? During the purge or after the purge, and he has the plan. Eventually he has the plan of the First Order as a secondary plan if the Empire falls, and so I believe that's Ilum in its construction states that we see. Moncala, there we go. I was like, Kinkala, what? Yeah. Looked like Gotham City. The thing about Moncala, if that's we see the barge and that's where they're at, that's still, it takes you out of the world, seeing a actual ship barge being used, when we know that the Moncala are basically they are in another shipyard and their technology is way in advance. So that's kind of misleading as well, and it takes you out of the Star Wars universe. Let's see here. Did green have any meaning? I think so. Yeah. I just don't recall. Do you remember they fly now? Yes, I do. They fly now. I haven't seen, even watched the trailer for season 2 of Mondo. I haven't even seen one episode of season 1, or one even episode of season 1. Yeah. From the looks of the trailer, it looks like we'll spend half the season on the planet where he needs to repair his ship again. Yes. I nearly gave up on the show around the 5th episode. Yeah. Well, when Lucas created Tatooine scenes, didn't he want it to look like a cross between reality or something futuristic? He wanted to make it believable that people live in home structures, but those home structures he created that are very different than what we are used to seeing. And then when we see Naboo and Coruscant, yes, we see big old huge skyscrapers and stuff like that, but they are made in such a way where and the Coruscant is built upon layer upon layer upon layer, where you have the underworld. It's very, very different. How it's displayed is very, very different, not our worlds. And I think that's a huge difference. Like even when you see Obi-Wan and Anakin go into the club chasing after that bounty hunter woman, you know, when you see the big screens, you see the pod racer scene, and then you see the sports scene where you have robots, you know, with a ball. So they're playing ball, but it's the robots that are doing it. So it gives you an in-universe aspect of that, but it's not actually people playing football or whatever. So it has to be believable to the lore. How many times do we have to see Tatooine? It's going to be in season 2. I don't know. Don't know. Yeah. It's been established in the Jedi Fallen Order that the Empire takes over Ilum. Yeah. I mean, I don't know much about the game, but I've heard that the Empire takes over on that. Yeah, I was thinking about Nar Shaddaa too, but who knows? Because Nar Shaddaa, isn't that a kind of like on a moon or asteroid? Okay, let me see here. Tatooine is very significant, but even in the original lore, we don't visit Tatooine a lot. Very true, Soul Assassin. Okay, let me get back into my galaxy. Let's get back into the galaxy here. I'm going to go ahead and go back to the lighter shade and just add a little bit more to it. And when you look at the galaxy, you don't fully see exactly stars. You see maybe little pieces of them and specks here and there. You even see it surrounding the spirals and stuff like that. But you also, like I said, see little bright gas areas and stuff. There we go. All right, let me see if this is usable. Here it is. Okay. All right, so let's see what you guys are talking about here. Oh, I have 14 of you guys hanging out with me. Well, thank you so much. Please press that like button. Plus all the rumblings and troubles with Pedro Pascal being a pansy on the show now, I think will hurt the show no matter if Ahsoka and Sabine are in it. I'm not looking forward to any of them, but being in it, I was just looking forward to a straight Mando type story. It looks like it's totally going a different direction. That's my thought on that. So okay, I think I'm done with this aspect here. Oops. See, sometimes you make mistakes, but I can correct that. In fact, you might be into some nice little happy mistake. I still have a little bit of Gamsel mineral spirits on this, and so it lifted up some of the stuff. And that's what I was hoping would not happen. So, but there we go. Might have been a happy little mistake. Might have. We shall see. Am I ready for Boba Fett? As I heard he's rumored to be in there, but you know what? I don't know. I'd rather stay with the Boba Fett in the original lore. And you know what I discovered is, oh, thank you, Latino Slants. 27 likes, nice. I discovered, you know how when the Mando's lore was changed and the Fett's lore was changed according to the Clone Wars, what I found out is that was being corrected. And how I know about this is that when you read Crucible, It sets up Mare to give Boba Fett's granddaughter to become the Mandalore, so the ruling chief. So she's being set up as that. And so it still holds true. And that book came out in July 9th, I believe, July or June 9th. I think it's July 9th, 2013. So after, the Fett arc was changed, the Fett family arc was changed, that came out afterwards, keeping to the true arc of Fett's being Mandalorians. So I think at the time, a lot of course corrections was being changed from what the Clone Wars did with the Fetts and the Mandalorians and stuff. Razvan, what if Ice Planet is Aldo Prime? I'm playing episode 1 racer right now. Cool. The planet, famous pod race in it. If it's Ilum, I'm curious how Mando was going to avoid the First Order. I know that's the thing. It's being rumored it's Ilum, but we'll see. It could even be a whole new ice planet. Maybe they'll go on there and say, and Mando will be like reaching on it and tasting it and saying, "Oh, it's it's not Crate," like how they did on Crate regarding it's not an ice planet or Hoth. I thought that was so stupid. By the way, if it wasn't discussed, did you see what it appears to be Luke's X-Wing on Mando Season 2 trailer? I did not see that. How do we know it is his X-Wing? I'm going to have to watch that because I know they assumed that the cloaked character was the first Ahsoka and then it ended up not being Ahsoka. So I would love to see that. So if anybody wants to clip that and share it on Twitter for me so I can take a look as I'm painting, that would be awesome. Hello, everybody. Hi, Grobnob. How are you doing? Oh, yeah. A lot of people are saying that R2's in the X-Wing and it could be Luke. But the thing is that R2's operate, R2 Astromechs operate X-Wings. So it could be anyone. It could be anything. So who knows? Who knows? Supposedly, you can see Boba Fett's jetpack and helmet on Mando's speeder bike, hoping Boba gets treated with respect. What if it's just his jetpack? I mean, who knows? I mean, I haven't really like stopped and went frame by frame with it. So who knows? And what's so funny about that is when you dissect, really look at the Mando's backstory as being a rescuing or whatever you want to call him. When you look at his story of being rescued and brought and adopted into the Mandalorian culture, that's Jango Fett's story. That's Jango Fett's story. So I find it funny how they're rehashing that story, and then they're gonna, on top of that, if they bring in Boba Fett, they're using his father's backstory for the Mandalorian, and then they're bringing him in. That's that's kind of like a slap in the face to the EU fans, or the original EU fans. Oh well, we'll use the father's backstory, but then we'll also bring in the son. But that's just my take on that. What time is it? All right. I got to run real quick and take a look at the calendar. I think I have to be here somewhere soon, so I will be right back. Sorry about that, you guys. I'm just going around the corner. Or you know what? I think my calendar, I have a calendar in here. I don't see it. I'll be right back. It got taken down. Where is my other calendar? Well, hell. Okay. All right, I'll check it in a few minutes. Let me see here. What do you guys have to say? The laser cannon has the famous blue stripes. If you look at the astromech droid, the droid colors look like R2's. But you know, if there is interaction with Luke, Mark Hamill gave Disney Lucasfilm okay to CGI his image now. We already know that. Let me see here. Oh, my phone died. Fabulous. All right. I don't care much for Pedro Pascal as he seems pretty woke and on the SJW side, but could the drama be all because he disagrees with Mando's never removing their helmets? That's what's rumored. That is what's rumored, is that he wants his face to be seen, and they're holding their stance against that for the lore. So, yeah. Let's see here. I already know what they're going to do with Boba Fett in Mando Season 2. Just look at the Aftermath trilogy. I haven't read Aftermath, so let me know what they do. What's up with that? Yeah, the scene with Mando's being rescued is the same image of Jango being carried at. Yes. The whole story behind that is it's similar. It's identical. Even down to the droids and stuff like that. It's very, very identical. I've read the Aftermath trilogy, and let's just say EU fans aren't going to be happy with Boba in Mando Season 2. Okay, tell me. I'm not going to read Aftermath, and I already know that they ruined him. I'm coloring Wolverine. Awesome. All the Star Wars actors sign their likeness rights to George Lucas before the buyout. They sign it to be recreated in the art and stuff, not CGI. There's a huge difference. So Mark Hamill gave them rights to CGI his image. There's a huge difference in that. OG, have you watched the Legacy of the Force fan film? You should do a watch party. I did, Jaina, you missed it. I did a watch party 1 through 8 already. I am bringing Darth Angelis on for an interview. I was supposed to have him this morning, but because of technical difficulties and all that, I forgot to give him a heads up, and I forgot all about it. So I'm going to talk to him, and either I'm going to bring him back on for a coffee chat interview, or I am going to do a different or a whole complete interview and post it. But I am gonna once there's about 4 more episodes made, then we'll do another watch party. Okay. Vertical Horizons. Aftermath trilogy is a big waste of time, and I'm sure Disney and Lucasfilm have already abandoned it from their canon. I doubt it. We are getting Robot Luke in Mando Season 2. Robot Luke. God, and they already friggin' destroyed his character arc anyway, so just imagine seeing him like 5 years after. 5 years after in the new lore versus 5 years after in the old lore of the Thrawn trilogy. You guys are going to see a difference. You will see a difference. It's not going to be the same Luke. I guarantee that. It's not the same Luke whatsoever. Okay. I think I'm going to quit with the very light stars and go into a darker aspect of them. Let's see here. I mean, you should go do a watch party of the Legacy of the Force fan film. It's amazing. Yeah, I already did that. OG, on your... Okay. On the tipping tweet about the... Yeah, thank you. On the T, I got confused. I'm like, what's going on? Okay, I don't know about y'all, but CJ Tarkin and the Leia was creepy to see. Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of them. I wasn't. We're gonna see him with Kylo Ren. Kylo Ren should be like 4-year-old during that time frame. So since we're talking about The Mandalorian, what are you guys looking forward to about it? We're talking, like, what ifs and cringy spots and stuff like that, and rumors and stuff. What are you guys looking forward to about it? If anything. I know, I was like, teat? I was like, well, okay, am I like showing off anything right now? Yeah. Oh, I didn't know you did that too. My bad. That's okay. And it was a live stream and it's on my channel, so you can go back and watch it. And then once he gets 4 more episodes out, then we'll have another watch party. So we'll do watch parties like every 4 episodes so that we have like a little bit of chunk to watch and go over and all that. And I do plan, like I said, to bring him on. I didn't mean to forget. My bad. Yeah. I think I'll smooth those out a little bit. There we go. I think that adds a little bit more depth. There we go. Awesome. Awesome. Let me see here. What did I miss? Okay. Just looking forward to seeing our girl Gina. And the thing is, going back to Mark Hamill giving them their consent to use him as CGI, his image and stuff. I find it very interesting that this was announced just the same time as everything else was being filmed. So I find that very interesting. I'm looking forward to the whole Mando series completing so that I can know if it's worth binge watching or not. Okay, that's fair enough. I'm looking forward to seeing if they find where Baby Yoda belongs. I don't want to know, and George never wanted the species to be found out, and I stand with George on that. Now with the Jedi, I'm sorry, and if you read my tweet on this, Baby Yoda is too strong, even as a 50-year-old baby or child or whatever he is, to have fallen with the Jedi Order when when Ben went crazy. So I don't believe, and he's not even in the ST. So what's going to happen? What are they going to do with him? What are they going to do with him? Yeah, and Gina Carano, yeah. Good afternoon, OG. Hey, how you doing? I heard someone say teat, and here I am. Let's get down to the teat of things. I thought I was like exposing myself because I am wearing a sports bra, like yoga sports bra right now. So I'm like, and it has mesh, and I'm like, what the hell's going on? So the teat, what? So I can't wait to see Hina or whatever, Gina. I was like, Gina. I also want to see who ends up with the Darksaber. Now, there's an interesting story. Now, if anybody coming back that makes sense, it would be Sabine. Since she has ties to the Darksaber. And you guys may or may not agree with me on that, but if anything, if any reappearances happen, it would be her. She would make sense. So, but that's just my thing. I get concerned a lot with them trying to tying the Disney sequel trilogy. They already mentioned Cantu Bight in season 1. Yeah, they have to. They're building their lore, and they're trying to keep in tandem with what George did, with his lore and his company did, is make sure that there's a continuity and everything is tied together. So we'll see what happens. They have to kill Baby Yoda off. Yes, they do. unless they are going to change the timeline to an alternate future other than the ST. But I agree about Baby Yoda being too strong, skilled. Yes, he could. By time that he gets into the Jedi Order with Luke and stuff, you could probably bet he could train Luke. So, I mean, Luke didn't even do things without being trained and learning about the Force. And when we finally see him do it, he has difficulties. And now all of a sudden, anything that's created around the new characters, it's easy for them. So it really breaks the continuity of the lore established. I want to see another Scout Trooper give a beat down on Baby Yoda. That's hilarious. I'm evil. Even if they reveal Baby Yoda's species origins, they need to be careful about telling too much. I think they should just leave it alone. I think that needs to stay mysterious and ambiguous, but that's just me. I agree. It needs to. That was the whole point of George not allowing anything else being written about Yaddle and Yoda. So. But who am I to say anything, I guess? I disagree. And I think that keeping some species, especially like Yoda, a mystery gives us, more to look at or look forward to when it comes to certain characters. Not everything has to have a huge in-depth backstory. I want to see Mando being a father to Baby Yoda. This is Adventures in Babysitting. That's all it is. It should be Sabine, but who knows? So, OG, you think they're going to ruin Boba Fett? Yeah. They already did. They already ruined Boba Fett. I doubt they would kill off Baby Yoda. This is still Disney we are talking about now. If it was Baby Yoda's mom, that's another story. No, they might not if it's Baby Yoda's dad. Okay, I think we're going to go ahead and call it a day. I think I am okay with this. I still have to really concentrate on this, and so I'm not going to do that while I talk with you. Doing the stars and all the bright areas of the galaxy is a lot more easier, and talking with you guys than going into other details I have to take care of. So I will check out my Twitter. There I go. We go to Twitter and find out. So OG, you think you're gonna? Oh yeah, I already seen that one. All right. I doubt they would kill off Baby. Oh yeah, we already seen that. Awesome. Yeah. So this is how this is coming along. So you guys seen it without the little bright, starry kind of areas and without the center core being painted in. I'm still maybe will bring this around. There'll be only a little bit of the galaxy peeking through on the side. So I might just keep up with the image and do that with that. So let's see here. But I would like to stay on here with you guys longer, but I think I have to get off here because I have to be somewhere soon. Let's see here. I want to see Mando being father. Oh, we already seen that. Oh, good Lord. Let me see. I agree on not everything has to be a huge backstory, and not everyone necessarily needs to be connected, related. Ray Palpatine is a stunning example of how and why not to do that. Exactly. And if they really wanted to stay with the nobody, like a Jedi could be nobody, it basically pays homage to the prequel trilogy, because we see that not all Jedi belong to significant families, and we do see that in the PT. And so that could have paid homage to that. But the story around that, the story is about the Skywalker. So the protagonist has to be a Skywalker, and they screwed up with that. So they went ahead and made her one at the end. Most likely, Mando will hand off Baby Yoda begrudgingly, can't even talk, to Ahsoka after she discovers his force sensitive, and they'll spin that show off into Ahsoka, Baby Yoda, and Sabine knows show looking for Ezra. Maybe get him out of this way while they do that. Nice. Or to come back just to see if you're finishing. Great stream. Thank you so much again. So maybe next time you see this, I'll have a lot more details going on in here. Oh, that's just a brush stroke. And in here, cleaning this area, you know, making this more circular, but keeping, when you look at the twin suns and know the history, one sun is brighter than the other, and they're chasing each other. They're brothers chasing each other. So, you know, of course, the one that's always sunsetting first, or, you know, first in the sunset, is always this bright red. So it's a bright red star, and we have a bright white star. And then I almost thought about doing a scene where we have a silhouette of Luke right here, but I decided to leave it alone because we have Luke basically, his silhouette is the twin sun scene. And I almost thought about putting a water vaporator right here. So who knows? What do you guys think? Should I put a water vaporator here that we see on Tatooine, or should I just leave it alone, just to continue a little bit of the galaxy right here and just leave it alone and add the stars accordingly? You know, I like ideas. I like people, you know, to give me ideas and stuff as well. So cleaning this up, making his robe look like the sands of Tatooine, his image, you know, the sunset, and him gazing off onto the galaxy is the concept art of this piece. Let me see. Did I read that? Most likely Mando will have, okay, yeah, I read that one. Let's see here. Nice looking good. Ben, fun painting, looks awesome. Yes, thank you so much. And hopefully, like I said, next time, you know, there will be a lot more details going on in this. And let's see here. You got this. Yes, thank you. It might be too busy with the evaporator. Yeah, that's what I'm guessing too. And then like having like this evaporator in the background in the galaxy space or whatever, it kind of doesn't seem right. That are the Lars Homestead Dome with Aunt Brew, the Lars Branding. No. No. So, all right. So I'm going to call it a day. So thank you guys for hanging out with me. So it's been an hour and almost an hour and a half. Very spontaneous. I thought I would just do this and have fun and communicate with you guys, talk Star Wars or nerd out about Star Wars while I paint a concept art, you know, about Luke. And so thank you guys very much for tuning in. And I look forward to, you know, having more live streams with you guys as well. So thank you very much for, you know, coming in on the spontaneous live stream, and may the force be with you.